A Forbidden Truth, Unlocking Kier Eagan's Fourth Appendix. The fourth episode of Severance's second season, Boring People, delivers a bombshell, the existence of a hidden fourth appendix to Kier Eagan's gospel-like book, Compliance. This discovery, made by the macro data refinement team during an out-of-office exercise, cracks open the carefully constructed mythology surrounding Lumon Industries and its enigmatic founder. This appendix, considered too potent for the minds of severed employees, promises a glimpse into the unvarnished truth of Kier Eagan's life. Milchick, the ever-devoted Lumon supervisor, presents this appendix as sacred text, the ultimate key to understanding Eagan's philosophy and the company he built. But the revelations within paint a disturbing picture of Eagan, far removed from the benevolent, almost saintly figure Lumon presents to its employees. The appendix becomes a Pandora's box, unleashing uncomfortable truths that challenge the core tenets of Lumon's ideology. The very act of concealing this appendix raises immediate red flags. What is Lumon so afraid of its employees discovering? Why is this particular text deemed too dangerous for their severed minds? The existence of this hidden addendum immediately suggests that Lumon has been carefully curating the image of Kier Eagan, feeding employees a sanitized version of his life and teachings. The discovery of the appendix is a pivotal moment in the series, casting doubt on everything the audience and the characters thought they knew about Lumon. It sets the stage for a descent into the heart of Kier Eagan's mysteries, a journey that promises to be as unsettling as it is revelatory. As the pages turn, the cryptic symbols and text within the appendix reveal a side of Eagan that is both fascinating and terrifying. The deeper the characters delve, the more they realize how much has been hidden from them. The discussions among the characters become more intense, filled with hushed tones and furtive glances. They begin to question not just the company, but their own roles within it. Flashbacks to past events now take on a new, more sinister meaning. The characters start to piece together a puzzle that suggests a much darker reality than they ever imagined. The realization hits hard. Everything they thought they knew about their work, their purpose, and their leader is now in question. The appendix is not just a document, it's a catalyst for a profound transformation. United by this newfound knowledge, the characters make a pact. They are determined to uncover the full truth, no matter the cost. The journey ahead is fraught with danger, but they are resolute. As the appendix is locked away once more, a sense of foreboding lingers. The secrets it holds are too powerful to be ignored, and the quest for truth has only just begun. The Shadow Self, the revelation of Dieter, Kier's twin brother. This revelation shakes the very foundation of what we thought we knew about Kier Eagan and the origins of Lumon Industries. One of the most startling revelations found within the fourth appendix is the existence of Dieter Eagan, Kier's identical twin brother. This appendix, long hidden from public view, contains documents and personal letters that shed light on a secret kept for generations. This fact, hidden from the official Lumon narrative, completely upends the carefully constructed image of Kier as a solitary genius, born to parents in a close biological relationship. The existence of Dieter suggests that Kier's achievements may not have been solely his own, but rather a product of a complex and possibly contentious sibling relationship. The existence of a twin brother adds a new dimension to Kier's personality, hinting at a complex relationship that Lumon has gone to great lengths to erase. The blurred face in old photographs and the tense conversations depicted in historical reenactments suggest a relationship fraught with conflict and secrecy. Dieter's presence in Kier's life, as depicted in the appendix, is one of conflict and guilt. The documents reveal that Dieter was often at odds with Kier, challenging his ideas and questioning his methods. This constant opposition may have driven Kier to greater heights, but it also left a trail of unresolved tension and emotional scars. Kier paints his twin as a constant source of temptation, a dark reflection who leads him astray from the righteous path. This portrayal raises questions about Kier's own moral compass and the extent to which he projected his own flaws onto his brother. Was Dieter truly a corrupting influence, or was he merely a scapegoat for Kier's own inner demons? This framing immediately raises questions about the nature of their relationship and the reasons behind Lumon's decision to erase Dieter from history. The letters and documents suggest a deliberate effort to remove Dieter from the narrative, perhaps to preserve Kier's image as a flawless visionary. The revelation of Dieter's existence is significant not only for what it tells us about Kier's past, but also for how it reframes his entire philosophy. Kier's teachings, which emphasize purity of thought and action, take on a new meaning when viewed through the lens of his relationship with Dieter. Were these teachings a genuine reflection of Kier's beliefs, or were they a reaction to his brother's influence? Lumon's teachings emphasize individuality, the importance of separating work life from personal life. This doctrine, central to Lumon's corporate culture, now seems to echo the very separation Kier sought from his twin. The split-screen imagery of a person at work and at home underscores this dichotomy, highlighting the tension between public persona and private self. Yet, the existence of Dieter, a literal other half, challenges this notion at its core. The concept of yin and yang, often used to symbolize balance and duality, now takes on a more personal significance. Kier and Dieter, as two halves of a whole, represent the struggle between light and dark, order and chaos. By introducing Dieter, the series adds a layer of psychological complexity to Kier's character. The shadowy figure lurking behind a thoughtful man symbolizes the ever-present influence of Dieter on Kier's psyche. This duality forces us to reconsider Kier's motivations and the true nature of his genius. Was Dieter a real person, or a figment of Kier's imagination, a manifestation of his own internal struggles? The artist's sketch of a man with two faces captures this ambiguity, leaving us to ponder the true nature of Dieter's existence. Was he a separate entity, or merely a projection of Kier's own fears and desires? This question, left deliberately ambiguous, adds to the show's growing sense of unease. The eerie, foggy landscape and the close-up of a man's worried eyes evoke a sense of mystery and tension, leaving us to wonder what other secrets lie hidden in the shadows of Lumon's history. A Sin and Its Punishment, Dieter's Death and the Woe Temper. The fourth appendix doesn't shy away from the darkness at the heart of Kier Eagan's story. It delves deep into the murky waters of morality, sin, and the consequences of actions deemed unforgivable by the standards of the time. In a shocking passage, Kier describes discovering Dieter engaged in an act of self-gratification, an act that Kier deems a grave sin. This moment is pivotal, not just for its scandalous nature, but for the way it sets the stage for the tragic events that follow. This discovery culminates in Dieter's sudden and disturbing death, described by Kier as a transformation into a tree. The imagery is both haunting and symbolic, suggesting a twisted form of punishment that blurs the lines between reality and myth. The implication is clear. Kier, consumed by his own twisted sense of righteousness, took his brother's life. This act is not just a personal tragedy, but a reflection of the broader, darker themes that permeate Kier's philosophy. This act of violence, committed in the name of purity and compliance, reveals the deeply disturbing underpinnings of Kier's philosophy. It exposes a worldview where moral absolutism justifies the most heinous acts, all in the name of a perceived greater good. What Lumon presents as a benevolent ideology of work-life balance is revealed to be rooted in repression and potentially even murder. The facade of harmony and productivity masks a reality steeped in control and fear. Following Dieter's death, Kier describes an encounter with the Woe Temper, a mysterious figure who blames Kier for his brother's fate. This figure, shrouded in mystery, serves as a haunting reminder of the consequences of Kier's actions. This encounter, presented by Kier as a supernatural event, can be interpreted as a manifestation of his own overwhelming guilt. The Woe Temper is not just a character, but a symbol of the internal torment that plagues Kier. The story of Dieter's death and the subsequent encounter with the Woe Temper raises fundamental questions about the nature of truth within the world of Severance. It challenges the audience to discern between reality and the distortions of a troubled mind. Is Kier's account of these events a reliable one, or is it colored by his own guilt and fractured psyche? The narrative leaves us questioning the reliability of the storyteller and the truth behind the events described. The ambiguity is deliberate, forcing the audience to question the veracity of everything they are being told. It is a masterful blend of historical recounting and psychological exploration, leaving us to ponder the true nature of sin, punishment, and redemption. The Gospel of Kier: Truth, Lies, and the Power of Belief. The fourth appendix, presented as the ultimate expression of Kier Eagan's beliefs, throws the entire Lumon philosophy into question. What was once presented as a benign, if unusual, corporate ideology is revealed to be built on a foundation of secrecy, manipulation, and potentially even violence. The discovery of the appendix forces both the characters in the show and the audience watching to confront the unsettling possibility that everything they thought they knew about Lumon was a lie. The power of Kier Eagan's story lies not in its veracity, but in its ability to inspire belief. Lumon has crafted a narrative around its founder, elevating him to the status of a prophet. His words, particularly those found within the newly discovered appendix, are treated with an almost religious reverence. This unquestioning faith in Kier's teachings is what makes the revelations of the fourth appendix so potent. By exposing the darkness at the heart of Kier's past, the series undermines the very foundation of Lumon's authority. If Kier Eagan, the revered founder, was capable of such horrific acts, what does that say about the company he built? The fourth appendix serves as a catalyst, pushing the characters, particularly the members of the MDR team, to question the narratives they have been fed and to seek out their own truths.